SMS Generator that you could use in your classrooms. You would be able to actually create a chat between two historical characters, between two fictional characters within a story, actually whatever lesson plan that you could dream up for this. If you go to www.classtools.net/SMS/ you'll come up with this SMS generator. And to get started, you just have to click on the green tab New, and then notice that you have a gray button and a green button so the conversation can go back and forth. So we're going to do this. I'm going to do a conversation between General Lee and between General Grant, the 1865, the Appomattox, the surrender that they are trying to facilitate. So on this side I'll have General Lee and I'll put surrender. Stop the blood loss. Hit OK. And then obviously I know on the other side that then General Grant is going to considering your surrender. Your men must give up their arms. Now remember, this was a conversation that went back and forth between notes and history, so we're just making it a little faster in this respect. Then I'll go back and I will be Lee, laughing out loud. Your surrender, not mine. Okay, and then obviously I could continue to go along, giving kind of the conversation and the notes that actually passed back and forth between each other during this time frame. So once I have this done, I have several different options down here at the bottom, and so if I click on the disk or the save button, I then can put a password in so I could come back and edit it later on. And so I will just call this 1865, and I'm going to put OK. So I've saved it so that I could go back to it later on if I was not going to be able to finish with it right now. That would be one of my options. And I can go back in. Obviously here I can click to edit. I have several different options up there in the ability that I would have to be able to edit it. Now if I click then on the blue wheel at the bottom, I can get a URL code, a QR code, or I can download a web shortcut. So if I was to get a URL link, this is what I could embed into a website or into Edmodo or some other thing, and you'd be able to see this. Or I would have also the ability to create a QR code that I could then post within my website as well. And then the final one is I could download a web shortcut, and then I would have the ability to be able to pull that up at a later date and have this. Also, another option that you would have for this too, if you wanted to, is you could just take a screenshot of this, and that way then you would have the ability to be able to put this in as a screenshot and just have that they could read off to each other. So several different options to this, and again I can come back later on and look at this again with that 1865 code that I put in. Good luck with this, and let me know how you use it in your classroom.